I think it confirms to me that what I'm doing belongs on the biggest stage. So when they're going on a stadium tour, when they're performing the songs at the Grammys, when the songs are in the Super Bowl, you know, it confirms like, yeah, that's my lyric, that's my idea. I feel like I'm on stage. I feel like it feels like I'm there when it comes to the songwriter aspect is there. And there's definitely a feeling there that's like, I can't wait for my turn to be right up there with them.
What it is, what it ain't, what it could be, what it should be, what it would be. Cam Newton, son, Mr. Boogie All, here with another episode of Funky Friday. And ladies and gentlemen, I promise, I really do promise, to give good content for the masses. But most importantly, I just promise to always keep it funky. Now. I know what you're thinking. Cam gonna do what Cam gonna do. Cam with the toxic, nah, don't do all that. I leave that to the Clippers. I leave that to the people who do not appreciate a good sit down. And I ain't gonna disappoint this time either, because my next guest is a singer, Grammy Award-winning songwriter, son, brother, and husband, and father. I present to some and introduce to others, Mr. Eric Bellinger.
My brother. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ooh. Yeah. We here now. And I think, I want to attest to like the family tree.
Yeah.
Because we've seen a lot of people that you may have seen at a family reunion. Mr. Jonathan Majors, Mrs. Megan Good.
Yes.
And how does all those individuals kind of come into play? It's because they're kin to you.
Yes.
I didn't know. I was like, yo. But then when you say, hold on, Megan got a sister? And it's like, okay. Then when you see the sister, it's like, dang, she look like Meg. It is what it is.
It all makes sense.
So welcome to the
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Happy to be here on Funky Friday.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
I think I want to start with the idea of, tapping in with just your overall talent as a whole. Yeah. The amount of people that you've been able to work with, or let's flip it, the amount of people that had the opportunity and to work with you.
Come on now.
The list is what?
The list? The people?
Just offhand, because this is what I do want to know. I mean, this is what I want to dispel. Like, you've been in your big bag.
Been there. I've been in the behind the scenes bag, doing the thug thistle, but, the artistry has always been there as well. If I drop a single, hey, y'all, I wrote this with Chris Brown, and also check out the Rebirth album. Yo, I wrote this joint with Usher, but also check out Eric B for President. So I just used it kind of like the songwriting was the full back, and then I would just piggyback with my artistry. So I just did them hand in hand. But when I was writing the songs, it was the biggest of the biggest artists. So you got major labels, you got corporations, you got teams behind those records and those releases. So the songwriting just went through the roof, and the artistry just kind of been, my independent project that I have been working on, and now it's just come to this, to where it's a household thing.
Now let's talk about this though. Did you lose yourself in the process of working for others?
That's a great question, because I don't think I lost myself, but I didn't fully find myself until I took a break from writing for other people.
Wow.
So I was just calling it a part of my purpose, part of the story that is Eric Bellinger. And as I was writing songs, it was like I just wanted to keep striking while the iron was hot. So I didn't realize anything that I was missing out on, because I just looked at it like that was a part of it. I needed to be able to be cool with Chris. I needed to be cool with Usher and Trey and Justin Bieber in a way that I could be of value to them rather than what I could get from them.
part of me says I can appreciate that. And then part of me is saying, I don't want this to sound bad.
Nah, give it.
A person may say, oh, you think you bigger than the program. You feel what I'm saying? Like, while working with other individuals, artists, you list them, from, Bieber, Usher, Chris. These individuals are global stars. It's hard for you to be like, yo, I'm my own self. Well, I don't want to project, but it can seem like it's hard when they have this expectation that comes with them, but you have their trust, and what comes with that trust is the understanding of being who you are.
Yeah.
Like you're the pen, you're the brain, you're the pioneer of how this art is displayed.
Yes.
But you may not get the credit.
Right.
So, dare I say, shrinking yourself, I want to tap into the emotions of saying, like, how has navigating the comfort of saying, like, I'm second.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Yeah. No, it is respectfully. I approached it as, when I first wanted to do it, it was like, I want to be a songwriter.
Yeah.
I want to be behind the scenes. So it wasn't until like A&Rs heard the demos that I was sending and was like, why are you not releasing these songs? Yeah. And I was just always like, man, I mean, I'm not signed to nobody. I don't even know. So that's what really started my independent solo career, because Dallas was like, yo, just drop it. Just put it out and see what happens. So, it didn't ever feel like I was being belittled along the process, but it's for sure a thing to hear those songs go global and, like you said, go #1. And my joints is like, okay, I got a niche. You know what I'm saying? I got a world. I got a, Eric Bellinger crowd that I'm just catering to. But then the other songs, they ain't no difference in them. They ain't better. They ain't, feel me, the beats ain't hitting harder, the melodies ain't harder. I'm just like, the overall foundational structure of the songs, it was just unfair to compare.
Did you lose confidence in yourself independently?
I didn't lose confidence in myself, but I questioned God when the boat was coming. I knew it was coming though. The faith, I grew up in church. I grew up to where it's like, yo, he's promised it. That's what he said he was gonna do. It's gonna happen. The faith is so deep that I was just like, cool, I could just keep pushing through, because it's for short times when you hear your song that you wrote for somebody else on the Grammys, and your song is like doing good on your region. You know what I'm saying? So
your personal song.
My personal song. So I would love when the fans would, I do shows, I do meet and greets, and they let me know the stories like behind it, like, yo, I listened to your music, da-da-da, because they filled me up and had me feeling like they favorite artists, So I just really paid attention to my world, but it takes a lot of thick skin to be able to have your song that you wrote be huge, like it just does, I think I just really was ready for the battle, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really a battle. It's times when Jeremiah got on the song on Chill, but originally I was gonna be the person singing the hook on there, So when I find out about it, it's like, oh, that's
like,
gonna...
Baby, we can be on Chill.
Maybe I can get you. So at first it was
we
gonna
being
be...
on that.
Golly, so
brother.
I hear those when it's like, wait, y'all gonna go with him? Oh, all right, that's cool. That's what's up.
He gonna cry in the car.
That's my dog. Okay, cool. And then I get in the car and it's on, and I'm like, ooh, and it's always the what ifs, like, I wonder what, But I understand at the end of the day, the labels is like, look, business is business. Familiarity is king.
You sacrificed your image in trade-off of the art.
Yeah.
Because, like, I can see how a label can say, like, yo, like, it's kind of like the same thing, but it's not the same thing. Because face value holds weight in ways where it's like, that's Jeremiah's song. You know the Jeremiah song, On Chill. Yeah, but it's like, hold on, that's my song. And you say thick skin, it has nothing to do with skin, not in my opinion. It has everything to do with mental. Because doubt gets to setting in and it's like, okay, well, let me drop my own. And you see the different kind of
results.
Yeah. And that can hit home. I mean, like I said off camera, like we're in the same industry where we are reliant on others, fans, supporters, haters, like just to be able to kind of carry the torch of relevance, so to speak. But when you've dedicated your art to be able to say like, yo, I want to take a back seat to certain things, it can impact in a lot of ways. I want to get to something that you recently went on the Joe Budden podcast and the conversation came up about you being underrated. Do you ever get tired of that?
I think it's another moment to prove myself, because the underrated thing is, it's really the people that are unaware that of what I've done, who I am, to the people that know, the if you know, you know. Acronym was something that I brought up, when they asked me that question. But man, I think it was just under-marketed, under-promoted, you feel me? Like invested in, you know what I mean? It wasn't nothing ever with the music, the quality of the music, the penmanship. The music has always been the same. I think I've always been the same version of, him when it comes to the GOAT, when it comes to the one the Lord chose. But I think God's preparation and timing to when he wants to shine the light on something is what humans don't quite understand, but they feel later.
You know what was interesting? And I'm gonna kind of segue from the music business side to one degree. The thing that I thought was so interesting is you growing up in LA, and rumor has it that you were very good at football, turning down a scholarship to the University of Southern California. How truth is that?
So the football scholarship was tied to also injury. I mean, the decision, also tied to injury, also tied to redshirting, also tied to having an offer to be signed to a major label, Epic Records, Max Goose and Tommy Mottola at the time, and also, just deciding which one I wanted to do. Now, it started from high school when I went to a summer camp at USC, and Pete Carroll took a liking to me early, and when I ended up getting hurt my senior year in the 605 All-Star game is what we got out here. It was kind of like, do you want to rehab? Do you want to do that process? And as I got a record deal, that was my first time being introduced to music, a deal. Like the first thing is a deal on the table. So I was like, man, I want to try that out. I've been playing football since I was 6 years old, Pop Warner. Let me just try this out. But it didn't go through because it just, it was the potential. It was the potential of it happening.
Which is dope, but I think I've heard this before, and I may botch it up, but I'll say this. Different cultures use sport for different reasons. And I think culturally, that what I've witnessed, being hands-on in a youth space, giving back time, energy, effort, funds in the youth community of football specifically, I think our people have a tendency to misuse sport because they value the league more so than valuing the
growth of the children.
The growth, the morals, the
loyalty,
the discipline. That's what I'm looking at. The discipline that the sport teaches you is more valuable than what the sport can actually give you from the league-wise. Why I say that is, football for me was something that taught me discipline. It taught me waking up early, sacrificing food, sacrificing relationships, sacrificing so much just to have a better opportunity or chance to win. What did football have that impact, or did football have an impact on you that you brought into, creating music?
Yeah, man, most definitely. Hearing you say that, I think it was a subliminal lesson that I was learning each day, because if one person is late, the whole team gotta run, or if one person, so I think that accountability aspect that you have for your brother, it translates in the business. You don't want to be late, you don't want to, and you think it's just something like not being tardy, but it's a deeper mentality behind it. Like, I got to be there 30 minutes to prep. I need to get my, so with and then the loyalty aspect, you don't want to let your brother down. If somebody come in the block, somebody come in the, side, what I mean? Blindside them. You got to make sure you're there to protect your brother. So I think the loyalty, that's why I was saying loyalty is one of the words that stood out to me that, man, but the discipline, that's probably the strongest one, because it's like, yo, this is shaping my character.
For sure. Like, you see so many different examples. One that sticks out the most is, Ryan Coogler. Him having his, football career, and so many different other artists and movie stars that you just sit up here and say, like, could it be? Like, what if that would have happened? And I just take a step back, because football, the sport, is still something that I hold dear, because it has impacted business.
Yes.
It has impacted relationships. It has impacted, like, nah, I want to go out,
right,
but I got Eric Bellinger tomorrow. And I got it's a lot of things that is tied to responsibility. And once you understand that, then, it'll be something that will serve you well, because it doesn't matter if you're high school, college. It hurts most if you're not able to identify that sooner rather than later. Because retired or not, recognition or not, it's, if I don't have structure and discipline in my life, it's gonna crumble. How far, or what similarities or connections do you still kind of have to the game? Favorite team, favorite player? What does that look like for you these days?
So I'm in LA, big Rams fan, and my son actually plays now for the Chargers. So Reggie Bush is a coach. Deshaun is the coach. And it's dope because I see those guys, like you said, like giving back. They out there. My son is playing quarterback, so Reggie's son is also a quarterback. So I get to just see how they're pouring into the kids, and it reminds me of when I was out there and my dad was at practice watching me, and I'm out there watching my son with my water for him, the inhaler for him, catching him with pictures like, yo, right here, I seen that pass, you know what I'm saying? And it's dope because doing the things that I loved doing when I was a kid is what's keeping me young, keeping me joyful, and, just excited about life.
Now talk to me about just your relationship with your children, to the degree of how do you nurture skill? Like me, I just want them to do something. Hey, get outside, go outside, go get musty. Go, and then it so happen if you're good, I'll nurture that. Hey, if you like fashion, okay, cool. Do you know about this? Do you know about black-owned businesses? Do you know about, what school that these particular individuals went to? But for you, like being in music, having children that are growing, would you advise them to take what route, or what would you advise the route to be?
So we expose them to a lot of different things, and we got them into sports. So they playing football, they playing basketball, they playing soccer. And my son, Easy, likes the chef. Easy's also in Taekwondo. So we're loading up their schedules to find out what they like.
Correct.
And as they are taking more of a liking to it, we like lean in on it, So I just did a studio session with the oldest son. So he got a rap off. He freestyled the whole song from beginning to end. I was like, yo, we did it. We did it. We got another one. You know what I mean? So seeing him do that now is like, oh, cool. Now we got his rap name, Lil Rich. Lil Rich, it's just dope. I just fill them up because I think the sooner I can show them that their wildest dreams are all attainable, the more they'll believe and think that's just a way of life. Like, oh, if I want to do this, I could do it.
Yeah. Do you ever consider featuring them on an album or a song? You see Kanye, his daughter. You see Drake, his son. You see the Miley Cyrus, growing up in music business. Like,
For sure.
those are the endless opportunities, but how soon or what would that even look like for you?
For us, I'm big on like, go. See what happens. You don't have to perfect it before it's released. Throw it out, let it grow wings on the way down. You know? So with Eli, the song that he just recently did, I'm like, let's drop it.
Yeah.
Why are we waiting? Just put it out, see what happens. And especially in that lane for young kids doing music, I think it's wide open.
Yeah. So listen, these new songs, Cry in Front of You and Just Like You. Who inspired those songs?
Cry in Front of You was inspired behind my wife being there for me during my time of grief from losing my mom.
Wow.
So first single, Cry in Front of You, is just explaining the positioning I was in during this process.
Yeah.
Grieving on my own, finding a dark corner, going to a car when everybody's in the house and just letting those tears out. And somehow every time I would think I was going to be alone, my wife would find me. She would come behind me, rub my back, let me know, it's gonna be okay. I'm looking up, I'm like, you wasn't supposed to see me because I was trying to stay hard. But since you're here now, the tears is here. Go on and get the tears. Go on and get them. Here, they yours now. Come get them. And it was me feeling safe in that moment to the point where it's like the moment I knew was when I cried in front of you. And then the next single, Just Like You, is diving into that emotion and paying homage to my mom. And the record is saying, I am who I am because I've always wanted to be just like you. So continuing along with the records, the next single, Father's Day, is gonna be called Fatherhood. And ain't no hood like fatherhood. Yeah. So I'm wearing my heart on my sleeve, but my emotions are built a little different now, that I'm 42, now that I live life, now that I've experienced loss, now that I've fought through pain. So when I'm writing records, the surface level type lyrics, it just doesn't even do nothing for me no more. It doesn't even move me. So we had to just go below the surface and write the songs that I dared to write prior to now, but I think being ready, being signed now to a label that I feel is beyond capable of taking this where I needed to go, I'm not afraid of putting my all into a project and saying go. But sometimes in the past, it's like, I don't need to do all that. We just driving music. I love making it. It's a passion of mine. It's a hobby. I know it's fire. That's all I need. Now the whole energy is different because it's like, okay, these are the songs Bob Marley was writing. These are songs Marvin Gaye was writing. What's going on? Happy people, So with these records, it was like, it's time, I'm ready, the people are ready. Much love to artists like Kalani and Leon Thomas for kicking the doors down and making people truly pay attention to R&B and what we gotta say, because I definitely got a story to tell.
Yeah, man, that was so beautiful, like said. And there was so much that I wanted to ask, but I'm gonna start with this because we don't get enough credit for tapping into a vulnerable side of us. When you hear those songs play back, is it triggering?
Some of them are on the album. The song Closure is the most triggering song on there because it's a record speaking to my past, speaking to any exes that I was dealing with that I didn't have any closure with. It was like, I met my wife, I fell in love head over heels, and we just ran. But there was people in my life I was dealing with that, I ain't married, so what's up? Boom, bop, boom, bop, boom, bop. And there was no closure. It was just, I was out of there. I left hearts broken. I left friendships unmended. And to this day, they still stand. I never did the call back, but this is that song that represents my emotion and what I've been carrying for the past decade.
How do you navigate that, though? Like, being so vulnerable that it shows a side that is not thoroughly accepted.
Right.
We know it's there, but it's not accepted, so to speak. And when I mean thoroughly expected, those demons that's in a man's mind, temptation, and it's a human thing. It's not just a man thing. But being married, right? Falling in love, hitting the sticks, and saying like, nah, they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But it is a vacancy that I'm hearing where it's like, yo, like I wanted to bring closure. What's the proper way of doing that when you have a significant other that understands what you do, right? But it's like, okay, hold on, you listen names? Okay, who you talking about when you said that?
Right.
Like how?
I think there's a level of respect that still needs to remain at the forefront. I'm not reaching out. I'm not saying, hey, by the way, this song. It's just emotions and thoughts that I'm getting out as a diary via MP3, putting it into an album. But they're emotions, like you said, that are warranted because they're true. You know, this is how I felt. This is, you know, a relationship that I believe in to the point where I'm willing to just cut them all off, throw up the jersey, it's over. But when you move on like that and you don't say, hey, what we had was a vibe, it was cool, I appreciated it, I loved you, everything was great, but moving forward, this doesn't align with my purpose and where God is taking me, and I don't think we should really be together, and I don't want to hurt you, but I'm sorry, I have to let you go. That's a very mature conversation that I don't think people are having.
No, they're not.
You know what I'm saying?
They're not. The 4th of July is over, fireworks donezo. But hear me out though, the best part was never the fireworks, it was always the people. These days, everybody busy. Texting, scrolling, always moving from hither to thither. And sometimes real connection just takes a back seat. And that's why I respect what Macy's is doing. With its Mission Everyone initiative, Macy's is committing $100 million over the next 5 years to help strengthening connection and belonging for 50 million people. And through July 13th, you can support the American Red Cross by making a donation at checkout when you shop at Macy's. Because bringing people together never goes out of style. Thank you, Ro, for sponsoring this video. Sometimes the moment is right, but you just can't quite get hard. And to be honest, that's way more common than what people will admit. A lot of men really want to be spontaneous in the bedroom and don't quite want to schedule sex around the treatment. So they want something that works fast. And that's right there where Rose Sparks comes in. I'm not a Rose Sparks user, but here's what Rose Sparks is designed to do. After Rose Sparks dissolves under your tongue, it gets you hard in about 15 minutes on average. That's because it enters the bloodstream faster than traditional pills, which could take up to an hour. Rose Sparks gives you harder, thicker, fuller erections. It lasts up to 36 hours, which means more sessions and less stress. Confidence in the bedroom changes everything. Ro connects guys with a medical provider 100% online, and if approved, treatment ships directly to the door. If prescribed, new sexual health patients get $15 off their first order of Sparks on recurring plans. Connect with a Ro provider at ro.co/funky to find out if prescription Ro Sparks are right for you. That's ro.co/funky for $15 off your first order. Sparks is a compounded drug product. Compounded drugs are permitted to be prescribed under federal law, but are not FDA approved and do not undergo FDA safety, effectiveness, or manufacturer review. For full safety information, go to ro.co/safety-info. It's hurt, replace, hurt, replace. You know, replace. I'm out of here. Oh, I found something sustainable. You know, let me. Come here, you're mine.
Come here, you're mine, and y'all will figure it out. Yeah. And I just think that everything else is being covered on the album, so that can't not be spoken to as well.
Yeah. Geez, I think as we navigate this particular topic, I think what is important too is going back to just crying, right? Because as I'm going over, I'm like, yo,
That's big.
I want to ask you, you know what I'm saying? When was the last time you cried?
Yeah. Last week.
For real?
Yeah, last week. Random moment. Tears burst out talking about the victories amongst my team. Like, yo, God is moving. Like, you know, when it rains, it pours. Like, oh, we get to do this now. We going on camp show. We doing this. And as I was telling them, I just started crying. It was tears of joy. Sometimes it's grief, sometimes it's pain, sometimes even tears of happiness are a gift. I think to tap in spiritually with yourself on that level is a guard that you've let down for yourself, and it's an acceptance that allows the freedom. If you can't even cry in front of yourself in the car by yourself, you can't truly receive what God has for you.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Bro, I cried recently, bro. And I don't have a therapist. I use certain elements of my life as therapy, and it does an unbelievable job. This right here to me is therapy.
Yeah, I agree.
I think when I have intimate moments, you know, with important people in my life, primarily my lady, at nighttime, it's therapy. Like we have
Yes.
17 premium minutes before she looks at that monitor and say, oh, gotta go, he's up. And then that was a session. Hey, there's moments where I have intimate moments with my children where it's like, son, it's okay, daddy don't care if you score or not. I just wanna see your attitude, get involved.
Yeah.
Last year was probably the most toughest time because emotionally, I was faced with something that I never quite dealt with before. And I oftentimes said I grew up with a 3-parent household, my mother, my father, and my grandmother. I lost my grandmother. And I want to say about a month ago, bro, I'm in the bed and my girl has this routine where she'll sneak out and do her skin. And I'm like, this what you've been doing? It didn't take for me to know her on Snapchat to be like, when are you doing this? Like you all in front of the screen talking about,
Yeah.
soft voice, I just do this, the
Yeah.
serum. Oh yeah, the kids
The
are asleep.
serum.
Like what is this? Oh, it's 2 a.m. I'm like, cool.
I woke up like this.
Yeah, exactly. She did not. She's gorgeous, but she got a whole routine, a master class of doing it. It's a regimen. I ain't got time for that. Just wash your face, brush your teeth, get the hell on.
Thank God. We got it easy.
For me, I noticed that she was gone. And I cried because there was something in me that I felt my grandmother's presence. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, it could pop up,
It
right?
hit me, bro. And I'm looking back. And I'm like, she can't see me like this. And it's not because I didn't feel comfortable with crying in front of her.
Yeah.
I'm the patriarch of the family, and I know how people look to me for strength and guidance.
Yes.
Whether it's my children, whether it's my lady, whether it's the mother of my children, whether it's my dad, my brothers, it doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm afraid, it's just to say I'm okay with releasing this way. It's not to hide, because I have cried in front of her before. I have cried in front of my children before. I have cried, but it's something about who's crying and what are they crying for that I'm like, I gotta get it out.
Yeah.
And this is the only way. It's not to hold resentment. It's not to hold, like, I'm tough, I gotta keep fighting. And yeah, football taught you that. It's like, okay, ooh, he hit me hard, but I'm gonna hit him hard, hard. It's that emotion that it gets unlocked with gratitude, with grace.
Yes,
it's
that's
just
the
like,
part.
man, what you teaching me right now? Like,
That's
what's
the
happening?
reward.
What's the message? And that's why I appreciate relationships, because I don't talk to a lot of people. Hell, I don't even talk to nobody. I think I deal with it in a way where I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But you've been able to identify certain emotions. And it's an ongoing inside joke here where it's like, you lean in, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you literally, take it and say, hey,
Yeah.
let's talk about this. Let's
Yeah.
react to this. How have you been able to do that, especially for a Black man having so much responsibility and navigate through your family? So.
Yeah, I think it's a lot to be a man, to be a Black man in today's society, all of the things. And we're not supposed to cry. We're supposed to be strong. Like you say, though, you want to be looked at as the strong, person that people could lean on when they're sad.
Yeah.
If our leader is sad, if our leader is crying, where's the ship headed?
Yeah.
But that is the whole thing that society has placed on us to where we're not supposed to. We're supposed to be bigger than life. We're not supposed to cry. But my thing is, you are.
Yeah.
You are. They were wrong. It's cool, they were wrong. Erase it. Erase it. Make sure you're crying for the right times and the right moments and the right people, because it could be weaponized against you under the wrong terms and situation. If it's a woman that is not gonna really be there for you and she gonna run and tell a group chat, if it's a homie that's gonna, you know what I'm saying? If it's a homie that's like gonna laugh at you like, oh, nigga, like you said, then it's like, that ain't your person and that ain't your safe place, which is cool.
Yeah.
But it is important to find that place and that person, even more so than being able to get it off alone, because there's healing when two or more are gathered. When somebody is with you and able to help you confide, it's like there's something that unlocks in your brain that someone understands me.
Yeah. Did you grow up emotionally aware?
Nah, I grew up holding it all in. I think that's why now I'm able to write these songs as a new understanding.
So I'm sorry to cut you off, because like that right there, that's where I want to go. I want to go down that street.
Yeah.
At what point in time, because I think we take a segment to trauma bond real quick. What was it about you growing up that did not allow you to cry, to show real emotions?
I mean, when I was 9 years old, I lost my sister, who was 5 years old. So for my whole life, I felt like, why her and not me? I was the one that had asthma. I had an asthma attack. Parents came and got me, made sure I was good. They was away for a trip. And the next day, it was like, yo, now Monique is sick. And it was like a thing now where we was gonna be back the next day anyway. I was like, all right, well, we gonna be back tomorrow, so you think she cool? She should be cool. Next call, we called the ambulance. She's in the ambulance, taken to the hospital. So now my parents rushing, now we going to the hospital. Now it's like, wait, what happened? And from then on, I think I've lived with survivor's remorse. I think I've dealt with trying to be who I'm called to be, at the same time feeling incomplete, feeling like something's missing. There's still a dark space in my life that I don't know the answer to, but I'm gonna just keep pushing through anyway. And that has been my focus and character and outlook on it all, because it's just like, this is who I am, and I'm forced to deal with these cards.
Have you ever been able to cope with that loss?
I think the best thing that happened is interesting. My sister's name was Monique. My mom and dad had another daughter. Her name was Dominique. So now I have a sister, and I feel like the spirit of camaraderie, companionship, everything is, God is like, yo, I got you. You know what I mean? Not as a replacement, but as a comforter, as a friend, you know?
Well, I don't think, and this may sound crazy, but I've never been able to cry growing up without it being attached to sport. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was a stigma for Cam, and probably still is. Cam's a sore loser. Cam doesn't talk after he losses. Cam is just, he's down. Well, that didn't just start when I was in NFL. It started when I was in, rec ball. It started just like you, I started playing when I was 7. And I just felt like almost guilty for the loss because I looked at it like it was my fault. And how we wire certain terminology in our mind, it impacts our emotion.
Yeah.
So yeah, we lost, and that was kind of the only approval that I gave myself to cry. Like, oh man, we lost, Daddy. It's like, it's okay, son. And my dad, my family did an unbelievable job with giving me comfort during that time. But that was the only time that I felt comfortable with crying, if any.
Yeah.
Now factor in heartbreak. Factor in, hey, we're having this conversation around the last day of school. And I was like, yo, my dad or my parents just told me, like, we're not gonna change. We're gonna be at a different school next year. This is the last time I'm gonna see these people.
Yeah.
And I'm in the 6th grade, and I'm like, yo, like I rock with Buddy. I rock with old girl. Like, this is my favorite teacher. I'm not gonna see them ever for the rest of my life. How do I compartmentalize that? So I've always hid those vulnerable emotions. And then here comes along like my intimate relationship now with my partner, and she's just going to the root of certain things and asking something that my children ask, but why? And it's a valid question. It's like, but why do you feel obligated? And I'm like, what you mean why I feel obligated? It's because, like, look at me, I can't be crying. It's like, but why not? And I'm like, dang, why not? And here recently, my birthday just passed, May 11th. And I don't think my dad, I think he knows, but I don't think I've done a good enough job of telling him how much he impacted my life. Like, he's that dude to me still. You know what I'm saying? And I seen him this morning, thank God. You feel me? And he texted me, he was like, happy birthday, blood. And my dad's a preacher, so he ain't banging, he ain't doing, like, that's just our relationship dynamic. I've never seen my father growing up cry. I've never seen my father, show emotion or intimate, kind of emotions. That's just hard body. And I told him then, I was like, man, Pop, I ain't gonna lie, man. Man, you my hero for real. And I love you, man. And in typical Pop fashion, he was like, same here, blood. It was like, golly. But here's the thing, I know him. And I think growing up, being so in tune where you're so locked in with emotion that you can see others' view or vantage point outside yours. It didn't take, when we was at my grandmother's funeral, obviously his mother, and I seen him just, oh my God, geez. Man, when we closed that casket, bro, it was almost like, whoa.
That's when it got real.
I'm like, who is this? You know what I'm saying? And that message isn't to poke fun. That message is to say, man, my dad crying for so many years, he didn't. So when I ask questions about crying, it ain't to show emotions. It's like, yo, bro, like, it's okay. Black men can cry. And you can be around people that, like you said, if you don't get it, I can't deliver that version of myself to you.
That's it.
But if you do, bro, it's like, man, like my partner Peg, he always say, man, I love you, man. I was like, man, stop all that weak ass. Like, but But it's like, nah, bro, I love you too, dog. Like, I genuinely do.
Yeah.
Like, not on no kinky stuff. It's just
Yeah,
like,
of
bro, I
course.
genuinely care about you, bro. I
Yeah.
want to see you succeed. But when you have those conversations with men and, seeing you, talk to the Kirk Franklins of the world and you guys are tapping into emotions, what would you say to, men that suffer from
Yeah.
too strong?
Yeah. Yeah, when you said, why not? It's like, I can't cry. And she's like, why not? It's that. It's why not. It's figuring out the root of the issues rather than trying to solve the problem at hand. Find the root of when it happened to truly heal that part that started the trauma. And I think as we're going through life, we're too busy to do it in our passive thoughts.
Yeah.
So it needs to be an intentional sit down, meditation. If you by yourself and you finding those things, it is healing in that. But there's professionals that know how to get to the root of the issue to the point where you like, oh, I forgot, because you tell them this, and then they ask the question that's there, and then they ask the question that's there. So you won't know how to even navigate to get to the root of your trauma the same way we need a GPS on our cell phone. You know what I'm saying?
Now, with that, how, like, I kind of want to shake things up real quick, because we talked about emotions, but how do you receive that from your wife? Is that something where I respect you guys' dynamic and the vulnerable side that y'all show online, whatever, and it's something that's commendable. Tapping into each other, where she pours in your cup, you pour in her cup, how does that work, especially in a society that doesn't always promote real love? It's
Yeah.
like, okay, love in our society is, okay, he bought me a Birkin.
Yeah.
Okay, we on vacation.
Yeah.
But the real in any relationship comes with a little turbulence. How do you
sure,
guys
for
do
sure.
that, deal with that?
I used to be someone that would hold in the issue. If I have a problem, I don't want to talk about it. If I get mad, I might go quiet, silent treatment for days. And she is a person that is very balanced, I'm gonna wait until you're ready to talk. And then, so I found myself in this funk with myself for so many days that it was like, I'm causing this dark cloud to be in the car with me. She over there smiling, she ain't even tripping. She know she good. But for me, it was tough for me to just move on from things, just wanting things to go my way and seeing it my way, because for so long I lived as an only child, like this is it. And she lived in a totally different way. She had a sister that, she was with. She had a big brother she was with. So she lived with her mom more so, and the dad was in and out. So she was the oldest, essentially, taking care of the family on some like, yo, I'm the oldest, I'm the responsible. So going to couples therapy with her, I was able to learn why she ticks the way she ticks. So before we was doing that, it was starting to be like, okay, what's going on here? Like, we volunteering to argue all this time? Like, I don't really understand this as much as I did in the beginning. However, I'm fully committed to this commitment. So we gotta figure this out, and it got to that point where she was like, all right, well, let's bring in, some people to help us talk through it. And I said no for the longest, because I'm like, I'm not about to tell nobody else about what we going through. Like, They don't know me more than me. They don't know you more than you. But it's not even about them knowing us. It's about them knowing the tools to be able to, like we play Operation without the they know how to get in there and get that wishbone in a way that I'm not educated enough to surgically, pinpoint that target point that I need.
Now, with your counsel, from what you've been exposed to, being a married man in your industry, what do you see the common issue when people are trying to find love or trying to find a partner, but you're seeing it through a married man's eye from the male's perspective or the woman's perspective?
Yeah. When people look at social media, the idea of love is based off material things, and the posts and how big the teddy bear is on Valentine's Day and how many bouquets of roses I can fill up the hotel room with. And I think once it got to that point, it was already rooted in the wrong reasons. It was rooted in what her expectations were for you as well as the public's expectation for your relationship, because you portray this perfect dream and fantasy world, and now that's impossible to keep up with. So I think for us, we live our truth.
Yeah.
We don't go beyond our reality. If it's on the gram, it's not a thing that we was trying to do to show off. We was vibing in our euphoria, and there happened to be a cameraman there. So in those cases, you get to see us rather than we're trying to show you how good we got it. Because when they see that, all they want to do is tear it down anyway.
That's a fact.
So when it's like, yo, I'm not finna, we're holier than thou. Nah, we got problems, we argue, we fight, we fuss, all that. But our desire to be in love and to be in partnership forever is greater than any issue we've encountered.
That's dope. Do you ever talk about the pressure of being the example of Black love in real time?
For sure. Do I ever talk about it?
No, do you guys kind of talk about being the example?
Not as a couple, nah. I think about being the example as a man. Heavy. That's big priority. That's big branding. Eric Bellinger, I am the example. I am gonna be that. I'm gonna step in them shoes. I'm gonna walk through with the gasoline boots, through hell, whatever it needs to be, because that football, that nature is like, I'm a dog. I am a dog, so it don't matter. So with me, I put myself through the fire, but with our relationship, nah, that's just my love. Yeah. That's just my girl, that's just my wife, and we're married, and Eric Bellinger is after this quest for the throne, for the crown, to be the king.
Now, respectfully.
Yes, sirski.
How is it being an R&B artist and you're constantly around temptation and attention? Do you navigate that being married?
When you over it, you over it. It's for real. When you over it, you over it. If you got it out, if you over it and you're not thinking about it to the point where you see the people as fans, supportive. Some people get in it for him and see him as groupies. Some people get in and they couldn't wait because they had a whole lifestyle of couldn't get none, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was readily available at all times. So at this point, I got it out my system. Royal oats have been sown. Yeah. I found my one that makes it feel like, why would I even waste my time? Like, the food ain't as good. The laughs ain't as good. The conversation ain't as good. I find myself, belittling my expectation and quality of the vibe in general. And it was like, yo, I'm selling myself short.
Boy, let me tell you something. Boy, if you ain't never, but I can hear the glock it. Like, that's dope, bro. Just to hear. You know, and just the experience. You know,
Yeah.
I'm a fan. I follow you as an artist, so it's one of those things that like when you see it and you hear it and you witness it, it's like okay.
I'm a
You
fan.
know?
I'm a fan of her.
But it's like
You know what I'm saying?
let's not act like you aren't in close proximity of Mr. Cherry Dropper
Or Mr. Take You Down.
I mean,
Mr.
Chris Breezy.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I told my lady, listen, you got to report. Like, we got to talk about if you ever want to go to one of them shows.
Mr. Cherry Dropper.
You don't even like cherries. You know what I'm saying? Don't start trying to. You specifically
was a mango person.
You know what I'm saying? She do like mangoes, and I'm sitting up here trying to ask the question every single time you get a milkshake. You say no whipped cream or no cherry.
So why we going?
So why?
Songs, classics, hits.
Yeah.
Come on, now.
But those are real things, and I
Yeah.
asked this question: being a married man, do you have any single friends?
Yes, for sure.
Does your wife approve?
Yes.
How? Like what's the? It's not how. Like, I'm not agreeing, but like what's?
Well, the thing is, my friends, I'm not in a like friends circle that we go out. My friends are my team who I work with. So she knows them as well. She sees them in relationships, out of relationships, in, mostly out. And we love them for it. You know what I'm saying? We don't hold them to any type of standard. And I think it's just knowing who she has in me that is beyond birds of a feather flock together type of mentality. I'm beyond that. Yeah.
Now, we've talked about, relationships. I want to kind of segue back into music and talk not just about your album, but the tour as a whole. Like, what's the strategy? What are you thinking?
Yeah.
And what can your fans expect?
So this new album, man, people gonna be able to get to know me, I think, as a person. They've always been able to hear what I could do, hear the harmonies, hear the runs, hear the range, hear the cadences. But even in the songs and them being their favorite songs, it hasn't been as much meat and potatoes that this project got. The songs on this one conceptually just hold a bigger weight.
Yeah, so like you was talking about before, it was like, it looked transactional with creating.
Yeah.
From the sounds of it. Like, how do you differentiate writing for somebody else and then saying like, no, like, okay, I gave y'all that one, but I'm keeping it. How do you balance that kind of decision?
Yeah.
Especially when you're working on your solo act.
Yeah. So nowadays, if I'm at home, it's no longer I'm just writing a song with hopes to pitch it to somebody. So if I'm at home, I'm only working on my music because ain't no politics. I'm writing what I feel as deep as a emotion I can articulate as possible in a way that's innovative that we've never heard, but it sounds familiar, but it also is nostalgic and it's futuristic. But when I'm writing for somebody else, I'm with them. So there's never any type of marriage or attachment because it's gonna be, they gonna want it. They not gonna not want it.
Yeah.
When we in the studio with anybody else, I dare you not to take it vibe. Cause I keep it. Or I throw it over there, or I dish it over there, but we writing that boy.
Yeah, but bro, I done had producers, songwriters, of many different genres and many different eras of music. I'm always, excited to ask, how do you decide who gets what?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You can't. It ain't to decide who gets what if Chris Brown set up the studio session. That's his song. I got songs with Chris that have never been released. That it's an album. I'm sure it's an unreleased Eric for Chris folder.
What?
For sure, but we shoot so many times. That's why I got 15 plus songs that I've written for him. We've done over 30.
But What's the longest, and I'm asking as a fan, because I'm like, yo, what's the longest time a music has stayed in a chamber where it's like, bro, we did that back in...
I would say New Flame was a song that we did at a camp that I started to feel like they wasn't gonna use. And I reached out to Tina and was like, hey, it was 2 songs that we did at the camp. I was like, hey, Love More and New Flame, if y'all not gonna do nothing with those songs, would it be possible if I use those to drop them on my new project? She said, New Flame? You said Love More, New Flame? I said, yeah. She said, boy, we got Nicki Minaj on, on Love More. Usher is on New Flame. They're about to be the singles. Congratulations. I was like, oh, okay, we good.
But how long was that though? Like when you created it?
Sometimes it could be a year and a half to the point where I thought they forgot about it. Because usually I don't say nothing. It's like, yo, you did the song, I know I did it there, so I'm not gonna have the audacity to ask you. But in these cases, it was like, yo, I think they sleep on those songs.
Golly.
I thought that, nah.
Who's on your Mount Rushmore of greatest songwriters?
Greatest songwriters, I gotta go, Babyface, R. Kelly.
What?
Sorry, guys. Only if we're talking music, guys. We're talking music.
Business.
Smokey Robinson. And it's a lot of people. I'm gonna go probably Jermaine Dupri.
Wow. Now, who inspired you the most?
That would probably be Usher. Watching Usher's career, watching him, you know, when he released 8701, then watching him grow and release the Confessions album and do the Truth Tour. It was like, yo, that's what I want to do. You know, I grew up singing in church, so I was always singing, but never thought it was what I was going to do. I was playing football, so when I seen Usher, I was like, huh?
Yeah.
Bro is wavy.
16 sweep, nah, we're gonna do we're gonna drop a 16. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, we gonna make hits or we gonna get hit?
Get hit.
Which one? You know, and that was just me, you know. I loved it, my passion was always there. I went on to watch football games and was crying not being on the field. It was tough. I couldn't even watch football for years. I'm like, no, I'm not watching that. But I had to be a real one. It was like, all right, cool. I ain't getting no taller. And that's an issue. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it started off as I'm playing quarterback when I'm younger. My vision is there. Boom, I'm quick. Boom. Now everybody else is getting taller in high school.
Where y'all?
I can't see over the line, gang. So now we got all these plays. Okay, cool. You gonna boot. I'm gonna be the boot guy. So I'm just running over here. Boom, boom, shoulder back. You know the vibes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know. You're at the left, the shoulder still forward. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And the form was there. The speed was there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just had to be real. Like,
you wasn't getting them protein shakes. See, you was skipping protein shakes.
The protein shakes. I didn't like deadlift. Oh man, it was a lot of things that was just like, I gotta be a real one. Let's try this music thing.
Now, can we appreciate you for creating what the world went bananas when we heard Chris Brown and Usher going on tour together?
Yeah.
Like, two of the biggest. And when, you know, you being attached to these are things that people have to understand and appreciate. It's like, bro, it's people behind the scenes that are real, true, unsung heroes.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But how has that dynamic, working with two dynamic individuals, different in their own right, but similar, you know, what is working with them like?
I think it confirms to me that what I'm doing belongs on the biggest stage. So when they're going on a stadium tour, when they're performing the songs at the Grammys, when the songs are in the Super Bowl, you know, it confirms, like, yeah, that's my lyric, that's my idea. I feel like I'm on stage. I feel like it feels like I'm there when it comes to the songwriter aspect is there. And there's definitely a feeling there that's like, I can't wait for my turn to be right up there with them.
Still,
Because there's a passion behind the writing, and I love seeing the songs be performed. But I got vocals too, gang. So if it's necessary, your boy is always ready. So I look at it like God ain't gonna give me all these tools and gifts for me to let them sit dormant.
for sure. Now, how many and which of your songs do you think should be featured in this tour?
You want the...
I want the keep it funky.
I'm gonna need 50% of the set list.
Explain.
All right, cool.
Like explain.
Can you see the show without Fine China?
No, sir.
Can you see it without New Flame? Can you see it without Indigo? You gonna be my baby? Let me love you crazy.
That's crazy.
Baby, what you wanna do tonight? Indigo. You gotta have that song. You gotta have Usher, Let Me See. That's gotta happen. There's certain songs, you know, Temporary Lover, Chris Brown. Okay.
Bro, let's just stop and those are all your pen.
God is good.
Amazing.
Yes, Thirsty. That's it, man. And that's, you know, to name a few.
Now, something that I thought was dope, you was a part of a challenge.
Yeah.
And we caused a lot of debate in regards to who can and who can't sing.
Yeah.
But as that challenge was kind of taking place with Usher, yourself, and then Mario dabbled into it, and it was like, whoa. Oh, this, yeah. How, like, what's that? Is that competition? Is it appreciation? Is it art? Is it competition? Like,
Yeah.
for you,
Yeah.
like, how do you digest the emotion of that?
I think challenges is the new wave of involving the people. You know, whether it's a trend on TikTok or a challenge on Instagram, people want to be involved. They want to be entertained, but they also, if they have a gift, want their shot too. You know, so when we did the Superstar Challenge, it was one thing from the Tiny Desk, but then also there was the Climax Challenge that we did during the pandemic. And that initially started just because The Weeknd said Usher was trying to take his song, trying to take his idea, and I'm like, I was in the studio with Usher, I was like, big bro, I got this, you don't even gotta respond, I got you. So I did my video, but then he still walked behind me and was like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, we just be having fun with it, you know, I'm gonna call somebody out, you go call my people out. And that's what that was. I was like, you saying he stole it from you, but that ain't even your register. I ain't never heard you up there, champ. Not a never. He just ain't been over there in those parts, in that jurisdiction. It's not his area. With love and respectfully, because he got a cool area that is like where he be.
All right, can The Weeknd sing?
I think he can sing.
No.
I think he can sing.
It's yes or no, and then...
He can sing if you like the Billy Goat vibe. I'm not gonna do it, but he can sing. Like, the boy is a hit maker, and it ain't no doubt about it, but...
I know how we compete in sport.
It's real.
It's like, bro, you are who you are by your stats.
Period.
But some way in music, the stats can be skewed a little bit.
They can.
Because we're talking about streams, that could be a stat. Plaques, that could be a stat.
Yeah.
But skill and ability, there's no denying that.
Yeah.
And
it ain't a stat sheet for it.
It's no stat sheet. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
unfortunately.
yeah.
It's like, wait, we gonna be in the business about talent and y'all not registering the registers? Y'all not ranking the range? The fact that I can do this acrobat of a run doesn't matter?
It ain't no column for that.
It ain't no... Therefore, you gotta, as a creator, adjust to find different things that make you stand out and make you relevant. Because singing circles around people ain't enough.
Because that's where I come back to bringing this interview back to the beginning part. Mm-hmm. Do you feel underrated? Because
nah, the people that know really do know, I promise.
But
I promise they know. The people that know.
In your business, brother,
Yeah.
you've been humble, where we need that Kanye to kind of come out and like.
Nah, I think I'm a work speaks for itself type thing, man.
And it does.
So it do.
It
So
does.
why I gotta be out championing how great I am if the people tell me when they hear it, it's fire?
I'm not saying that. Mm-hmm. But showcasing, you undeniably showed that. Mm-hmm. But even you and I both know, because you're saying songs that I'm like, I don't want to disrespect you. I'm like, dang, bro, like that's you too. Like a lot of people don't know because they don't know.
Yeah.
And yes, there's a statistic that is not always checked off. Mm-hmm. Originality, range, able to actually sing without any augmentation. Mm-hmm. Like creating a hit, and I don't want to disrespect music, but creating a hit is not like it once used to be. Mm-hmm. You need a hook.
Yeah.
You need a following, you need the backing, you need, the timeliness of it. All those things matter.
Yeah.
But if you cut the auto-tune off, if you cut the follow, like all that, it's like, cut it off. Acapella this thing.
It's not too many in the ring. There's people in there. It's not a lot though. Now you seen the car on Auto Trader commercial when all them cars,
For sure.
and it'd be like red and all the green cars go away.
They split.
It'd be like 4-door and all the 2-doors go away. It's so many things that you can list, and then people would just fall off the running.
So in your world of understanding this business and being a part of this business for a long time, how do you gauge?
Yeah.
What's your talent metric that you go off of?
I'm really going off if your song is fire or not, if you sound good or not. I'm not basing it off what charts you on. I don't need to know how many playlists you got for me to actually know that the song is a hit or not.
Yeah.
When the album drop, I know the hits before the radio play them. And I think that's just my ear to knowing and having that intuition for a hit song. But if you worried about the fact that the industry and the people, they not pushing for like true talent, you just gonna get lost in the sauce, So you can be crying about how you are just amazing with scales and, modulation and octave 1/16 quantized when it comes to the beat and metronome. Like, people don't know what I'm talking about. It don't even matter. So it's like to even have that knowledge and to be holding it and waving the white flag of like, hey guys, I just did a fifth note on that scale. It's no reward for that. So if I'm like the biggest advocate for it, it's a waste of time if I spend too much emotion on it. Now, for me, I still put it in the music, but it's only for the musicians that can come up to me and say, bro, the song is hard, but I heard you on Cry in Front of You, bro, you changed that song 3 times. The key changes 3 times. And I just be like, oh, for real? And that's only a little key for me and the ones that really get to it.
I got a game that I want to get into. Because as we speak about challenges, all right, Eric, you are a student of R&B, an expert, as some would say. And because of this, we're going to play a game called Say It With Your Chest.
Say it with your chest,
All right?
huh?
I am going to ask you your thoughts on some of the R&B's most debated topics. Build the perfect R&B star. The catch is, well, I wouldn't even say that there should be a catch because I want truth.
Yeah.
But you can't double up.
Okay, no double ups.
All right? Now, it's 4 categories. the first category, all time, when creating a R&B juggernaut, who would you have responsible for vocals?
Vocals. You know, I really love Mario's voice. Mario.
Really?
He can sing real good.
No, for sure.
He's crazy.
Yeah. So we're going Mario with vocals. Songwriting.
Songwriting, probably me. Because
Yeah,
everybody that I was naming, they not in it. I'm in that shit.
Okay. Stage presence and dancing.
Chris Brown.
Usher.
I mean, let's separate stage presence, Usher, dancing, Chris Brown. You just said both categories. It's two different things.
Okay.
So two people.
Touche.
Touche.
Overall style.
Overall style? Pharrell.
Wow. Okay. Now, the next category or the next focus is women.
Okay.
Vocals.
Vocals, Jasmine Sullivan.
Songwriting.
Songwriting, let's go. I'm gonna go Carrie Hilson.
Shout out to Carrie. So we got to chop this up. Let's go stage presence.
Stage presence, I'm gonna go Beyonce.
Wow. Dancing.
Dancing, I'm gonna go Tiana Taylor.
Oh, I was about to say. I love TT.
Come on, TT.
Shawty showed, like, I just seen her on the roast.
Yeah. I gotta go with her on the style too.
You can't double that. You can't double dip like that. She got her own
Forgot you
song.
said that. Is that still the category on this?
For sure, style.
All right, so for the style, who's going absolutely bonkers? Cause she's going crazy. Who be stepping? I'm gonna go Rihanna.
Riri?
Yeah, she got the most iconic moments and looks when it comes to fashion for me. If we not going to
What's my girl name? I'm looking at Johnny, about to say Johnny. Not Janae Aiko.
Janelle Monáe.
Janelle Monáe.
Love her too. I love it when she was doing the suit. It was suit, and then it was birthday suit.
But then it was so feminine with it though, too. It was just, Lord have mercy. Jesus, God.
It was smooth.
Good
It was
Lord.
tailored, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to her, I definitely. And I thought that was cool and clever for on a budget. What we wearing? You know what we wearing. You know what we wearing. You could bring it out with the lace this time, maybe the pastel silk cummerbund.
That flew over my head. I don't even know what a cummerbund is.
A cummerbund.
A cummerbund. I had to do my research. You know, I'm good with making up stuff. Cummerbund. I put a cummerbund on this.
Yeah.
They already know what to do with me already. Once
on
I
now.
put a cummerbund and understand that.
Then it's
Now,
over.
this last category is really going to show your range and reach.
Okay.
We're going with Caucasian artists,
Okay.
right? Vocals.
Vocals. Males. Males, right? JT. Justin Timberlake.
Say less. Songwriting.
Songwriting. John Mayer. Gravity.
Get the hell
Away from me.
Peace don't make me
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
And he looked like Benjamin Buttons. You don't realize he damn near 90? Looking like he 26.
Hold on, is he reversing?
Like real talk.
Because once they hit that shave,
You never know.
they'll
You'll
put a
never
cap
know.
on.
Bruh.
Not a hat, a cap.
Okay. Stage presence.
Stage presence. You know, let's go Robin Thicke. My boy Smooth.
What? The gentleman, the ultimate gentleman. Okay. Dancing.
Dancing. Oh, man. And I can't go, bro. So, I'm trying to think who else is over there going up with the 8 counts. At this point, let me drink and think. Can I drink and think? Let's see. White boy with the moves. I'm gonna go B-Rap, Malibu's Most Wanted.
Artists.
Oh, artist. Oh. Let's go Lionel Richie. The Show Bro mixed.
Okay.
It's gotta be.
A little tang, a little yeah.
He's gotta be.
Okay. Style.
Style. My white people Rolodex is crazy. I'm gonna go.
Is spinning right now.
I'm gonna go Uncle Jesse from Full House.
You going outside?
Bro had the leather jacket. He had the blue. Oh, artist. He might have been in a band.
May have.
But for the sake of the game, dancing or style? Where we at? Style.
Rest style.
Artist. Let me think.
Would you like to pass?
Nah, we can't pass.
I'm trying to take it like.
I'm gonna go with Travis Garland.
Now, I want to ask, because you've worked with him before. Can Justin Bieber sing? Can he sing?
Justin Bieber, cold.
But can he sing?
He can sing.
Okay.
He can sing. He can sing. The boy got soul. I worked with him. I seen him in the lab. And when we was working, I was big on, try this. Hey, do this. And he would listen. He got it all. He let me get all the things out that I had for him. And then he was like, all right, can I just get a take now? I was like, stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so nothing but respect, man.
Yeah. I think his set for Coachella was so brilliant. Outside of, it felt like we was experiencing something in the backyard.
Yeah.
And for him to have that understanding of the business side that a lot of people aren't privy to. And once you start to see the reason why he did certain things, it was like, oh,
yeah,
that's brilliant.
Exactly.
Now, the next one, all right, you have, let me see this right.
Okay.
So you have to remove your bias because you have worked with one of these artists straight honestly.
Okay.
Which white male singer has had the greatest impact on modern R&B? Are you ready for the list?
Ready for the list.
Justin Bieber, John B, Justin Timberlake, or Robin Thicke?
I would say Justin Timberlake.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Justin Timberlake, was the first. And Justin Bieber could run because Justin Timberlake walked.
I don't think the appreciation for John B or Robin Thicke is there because of where we are.
Talent-wise, I think everybody know they get their just due, but as far as impact, if we're comparing impact, I'm definitely going with the Disney Channel, Justin Timberlake, to NSYNC, the lead singer, to the solo singer, to the actor, to, come on.
Yeah.
He's him.
And to make what I said right and how because I found myself getting in a lot of trouble without being able to explain. Robin Thicke to me is the gentleman that I don't think is highlighted enough in as an artist.
Yeah.
He's the, lapel pin, white button down, you know, sunglasses.
He's him too, though.
Yeah.
It's just different versions of Himothy. Now, I'm in the studio currently with Robin Thicke too, as we speak. We got bangers on bangers on bangers. And so him, he's cold. And just seeing where he takes it and seeing the people that he has around him working. He set up the most unorthodox session that I had ever been a part of. I was with this chick who was the writer, another guy who was the producer, but it was all people from different walks of life. And the song that we created was just like, wow, we all have the same universal language for music, even if we're completely different people.
But let's stay here. With working with so many different talents, energies, and people, who brings out versions that may not, like, what is it like being in a studio with a Justin Timberlake or a Robin Thicke, and then you have the Ushers, the Chris Browns, and so many different others?
So it has to be a spearhead person in each session. So we can stay productive, so we can keep the flow going. You know, when you shoot a video, when you got the person that's the PD, you know, so it's like, all right, hey, I got a melody, anybody, okay, right, y'all feeling something? Okay, you want me to go in the booth and lay this idea? If you don't have somebody that's being the productive person and that's gonna be proactive, the sessions could be stagnant, because a lot of the times, the artist is waiting on you to do something. They called you in. If they was gonna go and write the song, they would have went in there and wrote the song.
Yeah.
So I kind of learned to just get in there and get going. So for me, I don't really waste time. When I'm in the studio, I'm like, yo, are we done? Or are we finished? All right, I'm going back to the crib, put the boys to sleep.
Yeah.
So
Who has had the longest session that you can kind of remember?
it was a tie. I mean, Chris Brown sessions, man, when we was doing the Fame album, the album that won a Grammy, we was there, them sessions was 7 p.m., not 7 a.m., but 11 a.m., noon, 1 p.m. And at first, I was like, is this normal? Like, we really working all throughout the night like this? And then the magic started coming at like 4:30 a.m., 5 a.m. when it's a moment when everybody's just chilling and somebody just, hold on, what about this? And it's a spark that just come, like, because we was tired, because we tried all the other ideas, because we was about to go home and we threw a Hail Mary and somebody was open in the corner. We gonna keep the football references. But them Hail Marys at 4, 5 in the morning, they low-key be the ones, because you remove all distraction from the outside world. Instagram man is cracking, and it's like, hold on, it's time to turn it on. What we come here for?
Yep.
So you never know when it's gonna hit.
So you're leaning on your album cover like Michael Jackson. Your grandfather wrote Rockin' Robin, covered by the Jackson 5. So this question is, who is more vocally superior? Michael Jackson, the kid, or Michael Jackson, the adult?
So I fell in love with young Michael. I fell in love with his control, his voice. I couldn't believe it, you know, when I first heard. I think the impact starts with him being 10 years old, lying, saying he 8. You know what I mean? Because it's that element of shock. And like, wait, this little kid, you know, so that was tied to it. By the time Michael Jackson became a lot older, his talent and his gift was diluted because of everything around the music.
Wow.
You know, so the disease that he had with the skin, the hair, the accusations were almost promoted more than his music. Not even almost, it was promoted more than his music. So I think he had a tough time battling the media, as opposed to when he was younger, people really appreciated Ben, the song about his mouse.
Now, which song needs to be taken out of the DJ rotation during R&B night?
Can R&B night? Damn.
Those are vibes, by the way. If you have those opportunities to dabble into an R&B night in your local city.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
We
a
outside
vibe.
tonight too.
It's a vibe.
Yeah. And I don't know, the song that gotta go.
I want to hear what song got it. Like,
Oh, I'm like, the song that gotta go. But I'm thinking, I'm like, if me just saying
I
the
was saying
song.
that. I thought you was about to say a song.
I was thinking again, it
got
might have been a
two.
Jeopardy.
I got two right here. Can We Talk? Like,
Okay.
Can We Talk by
Okay.
Tevin Campbell or Weak by...
Only 2?
That's the
Okay.
only thing I got.
Weak or can we talk? One gotta go. Can we talk gotta go.
Why? It's a day party banger. It's an anthem.
It is.
I
I've
can't
heard it
see-
so many times now. I'm
Facts.
just like, I don't know. I get so. That just is.
I don't care.
The
There's
ladies,
certain-
think about the ladies. What's
for
they
sure.
gonna sing more? That's where I would. That's where I just
but
went.
I done seen the toughest dudes
Sing
lose
Can We Talk?
credentials, like singing with shades on. You know what I'm saying? Smoking Reggie. You know what I'm like? hold on.
Man,
Singing certain things, and I'm like, bro, hey, get a hold of yourself. Come on,
singing in female words.
Yeah.
Hey, that'd be funny when they be saying the female raps
But
in there.
let's talk about this.
Period. Like, hey,
Do
bro.
you look at dudes differently if they recite women lyrics?
I'm not looking at them different. I'm just like, oh, you know that. That's your shit, huh?
Because there's some chicks that got some bangers that's like,
They be going.
because I'm like, hello, it's me, but I'm like, oh, ain't nobody.
To
the
the
left,
7
to the
p.m.
left, like,
100 degrees. I'd be like,
And Nick ain't got me. Like, what?
I ain't saying
It's
it.
like, it's just a,
But I'm here with the vibes.
Say less.
I can appreciate it. When you say, hey, that's my
Yeah.
part. Hey. So, you know, you got to find your little
the
thing.
look,
What
your
you
moment,
can do,
but
yeah.
don't overdo it.
Don't overdo it.
So can we admit, or do you disagree, Mario beating you in the Superstar Challenge?
Superstar Challenge? Yeah. I would love to go toe-to-toe in the Superstar Challenge with Mario.
But he did it though.
What you mean?
Like him doing the Superstar Challenge.
Nah. You talking about like,
You were on Tiny Desk.
he did one, after that?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it's crazy. That's what I said. When you said who can sing, I said Mario. So if anything, he gonna do something. I'm gonna say go first.
But now, like I had the
I'm gonna say go
opportunity. Who?
He was asking where did you do that? So when we were doing our research on you, he did I'm not even about to attempt it.
Yeah.
But he did it.
Oh yeah, no,
That's a vet
The
move.
comments
yeah.
are, neck and neck.
Oh yeah.
So I can
Nah.
if you want to hear it.
Nah.
Dog,
I know Mario. I know
the
Mario. That's my
range
dog.
is like I've been able to talk to a lot of artists, but Mario was here and Sammy's, and dare I say surprisingly, but he like everybody's competitive. So
sure.
when he's holding a note, I'm like, dang, bro. You can sing. I like that. Like, nah, I don't hear that in how you're singing.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? A lot of it, just like it has always been, but it's rooted back to church. Like when you had to sing,
Yeah.
I bless
ain't
the
about you.
child, whoever hears
Yeah.
let him use you. Because if you hear that means you were struggling. But
Let him use you. Take your time.
Take your time, baby. Take your time.
Come on now.
But yeah, man, like when he would start, holding melodies, it was just something that was easy on the ear.
Yeah.
Now,
Mario, yeah.
another element of singing, who does too many runs in their live singing?
Too many runs in our lives.
Is it Tank, Jaquise, Wanye, Morris from Boys to Men? I did not know what runs meant, but it was
Yeah.
like they keep going and going and going and
You know, the thing about runs is it's such a difficult thing to even do that I be like baffled when people be like, you doing too many, because most people can't even do them. So if you could run, it's a marathon. I ain't ever heard of them being like, yo, you doing too much. I'm like, yeah, that's right. They can't do that, but you can do it like me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm low-key like egging them on. More runs. Like Forrest
keep
Gump.
going, keep going.
So too many runs? Nah, I don't know. But the runners gang is me. You feel me? It's Tank, it's Mario, it's Usher, it's Chris Brown. The runners gang. I think it's some more runners out there. Nobody's coming to mind right now, but I think everybody else is like singers. They're great singers.
Yeah.
But everybody ain't necessarily a runner, which is cool. Some people focus on tone.
Yeah.
Some people focus on raspiness, you feel me, like soul. But that run,
Yeah. That's a skill.
That's a skill. Like that's like you know.
All right, here we go. Last two questions. All right. Between the songs you've written for Usher and Chris Brown, from each artist,
Yeah.
name the one song you should have kept for yourself.
Should kept. You know, the only song out of all of the songs that I feel like compliments me is "Let Me See." You've been saying all night. You know what I mean? Like she said she wanna take her skirt off, and then the first verse pop off. I've been anticipating. It's like, so you went from the falsetto on the club joint straight out the gate, then you went big hook, now it's anthemic. It's like, yeah, like that song right there, man, that song crazy. If you ain't heard Let Me See, which I know you have, go listen again just so you can hear the energy that is within.
It's tough when you listen to music with people who actually make music. I don't want to disrespect nobody and be like, oh, that was a thing. Oh, yeah, it is pretty cool. But it's like, oh, I never realized that that was a thing until like, yo, that's a real art. My last question.
Okay.
Who would you want to challenge in the verses?
You know, that's a very interesting question because Eric Bellinger, the artist, and Eric Bellinger, the singer, need to go ahead and challenge Eric Bellinger, the songwriter. Tell Swiss Beats, tell Timberland. Let's set it up with the catalog versus the artist catalog so we can settle this once and for all. But that's all I got.
But that's a trifecta.
It's a trifecta.
Because Swiss,
Yeah.
because Timberland,
Yeah.
like, that's heat.
It's heat.
We would appreciate that.
I saw, you know what I mean? And shout out to the dogs. Shout out to Tim and Versus, you know, and everything they did. Swiss, that was genius. Something from the pandemic to now, a way of sparking new artists, whole catalog of just bringing the culture together. Did you see the Tank one versus Tyrese?
I did. It was competitive.
It was
entertaining.
Did you think it was gonna be that competitive?
I didn't think that they were. Well, I didn't know how funny Tank was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They was competing or they was laughing?
Or they was ragging on each other. It was like. Okay.
And I was like, yo, is this a part of the script? Are y'all going
It
here?
definitely wasn't a part because there were really emotions that you can kind of sense body languages and tones. It was like, okay, cool.
Okay, I was curious because I'm like, I can't
When
tell.
you gave the trifecta, another person that kind of stood out to me, how would you fare against The Dream?
That's a beautiful one. That's a beautiful one.
Because Buddy
Dream got the joints that I was like, oh, you can make bouncy R&B music. And I started incorporating that into my style, into my sound. I got to work with him when I did a Beyonce writing trip and was able to just watch him work. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, damn, okay. I see how he just uses the street, edgy, urban, graphic, hood. Like, he keep all that in there, but man, he able to just articulate it in a way that's super catchy. And I think catchy is the magic word to any songwriters out there. If you making music, make it catchy.
Well, Mr. Bellinger, it's been a plum-pleasing pleasure, my guy.
My guy, thank you so
You feel
much.
me? Appreciate your time, your energy, your insight, perspective, vulnerability, all that, bro. And as we end things here at Funky Friday, when I say all together, we're gonna say one love. When I say all together, we're gonna say one love. When I say all together, we're gonna say what?
One love.
All right, one hand out. Here we go. One finger, one pinky, one thumb. All together, one love. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Bellinger.
Easy.
Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro.